Right, our core systems. Really, there's three of them. There's our ERP system, which runs on an AS400. It's Infor System 21, and it is completely and utterly vanilla. We don't modify it, which gives us a unique set of challenges. It doesn't quite work how we like it to work. It doesn't quite match our business processes. So, for example, the dispatch note that comes out of that system doesn't give our customers the detail that we'd like to share with them. That spool file just goes off to a print queue that doesn't print. We have proactive monitoring the dispatch file. As a dispatch goes, it runs a request firing that dispatch number and produces a new beautiful spool file for the user with an integrated carrier label so that customers can track. That's all done on one sheet of A4. So that's an example of how we're using proactive there to trigger a new process. The next division is our field sales department, which looks after slightly bigger customers up to about 300 employees, so about a £50,000 turnover, and they'll do that with an opportunity note. So an opportunity note will be created on the system. As we learn more about that customer, its size, its requirements, whether it wants something standard or something customized, the note will be updated, and that will trigger actions for people in the business to respond to that. And those actions are created through proactive. And it might be that that customer is actually a bit bigger than we thought. They're an Avis, which you can see a new Avis range in the corner there. They're an Emirates of this world, where they want our full managed service, which is our third division. Integrating back into the supply chain, we have our Fast React system, our planning boards, and Web PDM, our design boards. And again, Route 1 is transferring data between Fast React and our ERP system and back again. And on the other side, we have Atlas, which we use for direct system links into our customer database. We have two websites, our standard so Amazon-like website, and a very industry-specific one, that National Accounts Customer Interface, which manages budgets for our larger corporates. So an Avis customer goes onto the box that's actually an employee, and they have budget control. So they can't spend more than X, or they can't have more than Y uniform. So it's very specific to our industry. And again, linking into that product, we've got iRoute, we've got Route 1, both being utilised within there. So surrounding that, we have, I'm going to hit it again. These products sat around the outside, and I pinched this slide from an internal presentation I was doing, so I tried to keep off all the product names and just told people what they did, because they're not interested that it's iRoute, so I've added some little clouds so you know which product I'm talking about. So PC file integration there, we're using iRoute. Proactive, our process automation, we've called it, because that's what it does for us, it's our workflow tool. Route 1, email-based reports, so it's firing out some huge reports, and I've got an example of that. And then show me our real-time MIS, which is used all the way across this company. So this integrated approach, this is one of the main reasons why we really like working with these people, and why we're keen to do this sort of day and work with them. The one company that provides us with all these tools, you know, we really like that. So we've got an iSeries file there at the top, and something's happening with that iSeries file. We have proactive monitoring changes to that file. So we've got a works order file, monitoring dates, orders are coming into this business. One thing Infor never thought to provide us with is if that date changes. So if you want to go out and tell your customer that date's changed, it's Not impossible to do, but you lose your history. So has it changed more than once? Or what's going on basically? So we have proactive, monitoring those changes. Who's changed it? When did they change it? Where did it go from? Where's it gone to? Very simple. Very easy to set up. We have Excel files that people drop onto our share drive, our network drive that iRoute picks up, and those are populating the new website that's due to go live in May. So all the product information is dropped onto there, it magically disappears, and the website changes. So, and then show me active BIFs, all 3-letter acronyms. There had to be one there somewhere, didn't there? Business intelligence files. To me, this is one of the strongest things that Show Me does. It provides real-time information. So we have reports in this business that are telling you what orders have been placed today, what have we invoiced today, what we're crediting today. So we don't find out tomorrow that something's going wrong in the warehouse and we're not getting orders out. We see it. And then all these are sat on the AS400. So you've then got Route 1 can pull all this together, and it can fire data out to customers, it can fire data out to staff. And again, one of the powerful things is we all know what our inbox is like. Anybody got an empty one? So one of the things you can do with Route 1, and it sounds such a simple thing, but it's so powerful, is you can tell it, don't send an email if you don't find anything. So you get an exception report, you know, a date's changed on my Keyworks order. If the date hasn't changed, they don't get an email. It sounds small, but if you have to go into an email every morning just to see whether there's something there you need to look at, how soon before you stop looking? So the fact that you can do this sort of thing is really, really quite powerful. Again, one of the things we were finding with Route 1 is that user acceptance of green and black screens, and you know, you've got to go there and you've got to press this and what's happening with it. It's you know what it's like with green screens. You're all used to them, you love them, but those users. Okay? So now, in Show Me, these are Route 1s. So this is running me a stock update, which tells me everything I could ever want to know about a customer's stock situation, what's coming in. So if we go to the next slide, that's that stock update. That's not touched by a human hand until it's opened in an email. So all that formatting is done by Route 1 and delivered to the user base looking like that. And what can trigger that is either an automated process. So some of our users have said, I just want to get one every Monday morning, and that happens. But they can also go into Show Me, click that button, that menu item that looks nice and sexy and webified, and it gets delivered to their inbox. So it's just making it a lot more acceptable to the user base. So we're going to look at 3 KPIs. Our dispatch performance, our order book, which is looking at trends, it's a target-based KPI, whereas the other 2 are trend-based. So are we moving in the right direction? Are things improving? One of the things you can do in this version of Show Me is you can embed an inquiry into the screen, which is what I've done here. Because one of the things that happens when you submit a Route 1 is, it could be, depends how busy your box is, it could be a few minutes before that process completes and the user gets the email. So the impatient user thinks, oh, this should take about 30 seconds, clicks it again, and clicks it again. And suddenly you're wondering why your box is going a bit slower. Well, this here tells me, and we haven't set this up either, completed normally. So as you click one of these requests, you'll see it, building AS400, transferring to client, so that they can see that Route 1 report they've submitted, where's it up to and what's happening with it, and whether they actually need to pick up the phone and shout at somebody in IT. So we'll go into the dispatch performance. And this shows us our dispatch in full figures. And you can see a nice trend going upwards there. So it's a good thing. What we've delivered in 2 days, 5 days and 10 days. So we're starting getting a big picture view of the business, some real key things. So our on time in full, it's quite a key measure for any company. And if we just scroll down the bottom, you can see this is in development because our outstanding orders by age, the data doesn't quite look right there. So if you nip back to the home page, Adrian, and the order book, and this is really just to show you that as well as doing trends, up here we've put targets on the graph so we can go in and we can set those targets and constantly keep challenging the business to improve. So these are in the CRM system that I talked about before, and this monitors our personalisation process and our exceptions. So what's getting on our customers' nerves? Are we moving in the right direction? Are there issues in this business that we need to start to look at and fix? So this tells you that, but then what always happens when you show somebody something like this, they go, well, what is that? Why is that trend going the wrong direction? So do you want to hit an embroidery design? So what is that green bar of 20? And that green bar of 20 is those personalisation processes for those customers. That's the agent who's looking after it, and you can drill down to the actual actions that are open against that agent. So now you can say, well, here's your graph, and if you want to go into the detail behind it, by all means drill down and look through. So it's getting really, really powerful.